benzyl alcohol. Okay. So the first experiment which we are doing is very simple reaction. Synthesis of benzoic acid from benzyl alcohol. Your starting material is a benzyl alcohol. We are using benzyl alcohol as the starting material. Okay. It's an oxidation reaction. Write down it's an oxidation reaction. We are using oxidizing agent. When you are carrying out oxidation reaction, you have to use oxidizing agent like KMnO4. Okay. We are using KMnO4 as oxidizing agent. Okay. So for oxidation, generally we use KMnO4 or A2Cr2O7. These are the two oxidizing agents are commonly used. So when you are carrying out oxidation reaction, okay, these are the oxidizing agents which are commonly used, KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7. Okay. So what we are doing today, synthesis of benzoic acid, and our starting material is a benzyl alcohol. Okay. We are oxidizing using oxidizing agent as a KMnO4. So that's sort of viva question. What type of reaction you will answer as an oxidation reaction. So oxidation reaction will require one oxidizing agent. Okay. We are using KMnO4 as oxidizing agent. Okay. Is there any other option? We can use K2Cr2O7. Okay. Oxidation reaction. When you are carrying out oxidation reaction, the steps which are followed, the first benzyl alcohol react with the KMnO4 to form benzaldehyde. Okay. And then this benzaldehyde undergo oxidation to form benzoic acid. Okay. So when you carry out a reaction, the intermediate product which you will get is a benzaldehyde. Is that clear? And then they are converted to benzoic acid. Now all of you, have you written down the procedure which to be followed? Okay. Yes or no? Otherwise you write down the procedure. I already shared. What about you? No. So write down. We will discuss. Okay. Dissolve 6 grams of potassium permanganate in 100 ml distilled water. The first step, dissolve 6 grams of potassium permanganate in 100 ml distilled water. Okay. Dissolve 6 grams of potassium permanganate KMnO4 in 100 ml distilled water. Now, this is your first step. Pay attention here. We have already prepared a KMnO4 solution. Okay. If it is not prepared, then you have to take 6 grams. See, you are weighing on electronic balance. Can you see the electronic balance? Okay. He will show you how to weigh. You have to carry butter paper. Okay. So cut a bit butter paper into small piece. This is your small piece. So you place a butter paper on electronic balance. Tare means you have to balance the weight of butter paper. Suppose the weight of this butter paper is 0.01, that you tar it. So you place tar butter there. Okay. So you will see 0.0. He will show you. Okay. Then you take KMnO4 potassium permanganate. How much you have to take? Potassium permanganate 6 grams. So with the help of spatula, when you are taking any solid in an organic chemistry practical, use spatula. Don't use any other thing. Okay, use spatula, metal spatula. Take out the KMnO4 solution. Take 6 grams. Weigh it 6 grams. If it is excess, take off. Okay. Then add 100 ml distilled water to prepare the solution. If it is ready made, okay, then you can directly take 100 ml of KMnO4 solution. Okay. Next step, take 4 ml of benzyl alcohol. Take 4 ml of benzyl alcohol in RBF, round bottom flask, RBF. Okay. Add 100 ml KMnO4 solution and 2 grams of Na2CO3, sodium carbonate. Okay. So that is step 2. Take 4 ml of benzyl alcohol in RBF. Okay. Add 100 ml of KMnO4 solution. Add 2 grams of sodium carbonate. 2 grams of sodium carbonate. So what you will do, see one thing, I think, just pay attention. In this lab, organic chemistry lab, never pipette out any solvents or chemical. Okay. In other labs, in pharmaceutics and other physical pharmacy, you pipette out the solvent, right? But in particular organic solvent, you should not use any pipetting agent. Okay. You have to use rubber bulb. So that rubber bulb you withdraw your liquid sample. Organic sample never pipette out. You must have pipette out in 11th, 12th standard, but here in organic chemistry, never pipette out any organic solvent. Use that rubber bulb. Okay? With the help of rubber, you take off 4 ml of benzyl alcohol. Not necessarily exact 4 ml. Okay? Whatever amount you can withdraw, it might be 4.1, 4.2 or 3.9, 3.8, whatever it is. We don't require exact formula. So don't try to pipette out and adjust the volume. Using the bulb, rubber bulb, you take off whatever 4 ml is there or 3.7 ml in, you withdraw that. Take it in a round bottom flask. In RBF, I will show you what is RBF. Okay. In RBF, you take this 4 ml. Okay. You have to use either 250 ml or 500 ml RBF. Preferably 250 ml RBF, round bottom flask. Okay. So you take round bottom flask 250 ml. In that you withdraw and add benzyl alcohol 4 ml. Okay. Then you add 100 ml KMnO4 solution. So in the step 1 you have prepared KMnO4 solution how much? 100 ml. So use measuring cylinder. Use measuring cylinder and take off 100 ml of KMnO4 solution. Okay, which you have already prepared. Okay. Then add to round bottom flask. So you have 4 ml benzyl alcohol. Then you add 100 ml KMnO4 solution. Is that clear? Then again go to electronic balance. You weigh 2 gram of sodium carbonate, NO2CO. Okay, you weigh this. Okay, add to your round bottom flask. This is your part 1. I am dividing experiment into 3 parts. Okay, first you prepare your reaction mixture. What you have to do? Prepare a KMnO4 solution. If it is ready to use, then directly use KMnO4 solution. Otherwise, you take 6 gram, you have to weigh 6 gram of potassium permanganate, dissolve into 100 ml distilled water. Okay? Step 2 is in the 250 ml round water flask, take 4 ml of benzyl alcohol, don't pipette out, use safety bulb, rubber bulb. Okay? In 250 ml round water flask, add 100 ml of KMnO4 solution. Use measuring cylinder. Don't pipette out. This is a rule that you have to follow. Okay? 100 ml solution of KMnO4, you add it. Add 2 gram of sodium carbonate. So again, weight in electronic balance. You weigh 2 gram of sodium carbonate. This is our part 1. Okay? Part 1. Then we'll go for reflux. So all of you, one by one, you follow the instructions. Okay? Then we'll go for reflux. What is a reflux? That I will explain. I will show you. So in the issue one by one round water flask. Then you take 4 ml of maybe you can tell them I'm weighing 6 gram of KMnO4 solution.
Weighing of KMnO4 solution 6 gram.
In between.
Dissolving the KMnO4 solution in 100 ml of distilled water. This is how we're gonna use the safety bulb for removing benzyl alcohol, as you can see. So here Sakshi Kather is weighing 2 grams of sodium carbonate. See.
reflux assembly and heat the reaction mixture. Assemble reflux assembly and heat the reaction mixture for 20-30 minutes on water bath. Okay. Stage 3, assemble reflux assembly and heat the reaction mixture for 20-30 minutes on water bath. It is stage 3. So we have done with first step, second step. Step 3 is assemble reflux assembly and heat the reaction mixture for 20-30 minutes on water bath. Okay. Step 4, cool the solution and filter with a suction. Cool the solution and filter with a suction. Stage 4, cool the solution and filter with a suction. Okay. Step 5, wash with 10 ml of distilled water. Wash with 10 ml of distilled water. Okay. Step 6, add sodium metabisulfate until solution gets colorless. Add sodium metabisulfate until solution gets colorless, filter it, filter it.
Reflex assembly.
Okay. Can I repeat? Repeat. Add sodium metabisulfate until solution gets colorless, filter it. What happened? Repeat. Shall I repeat it? Step 7, acidify the filtrate with concentrated hydrochloric acid. Acidify the filtrate with concentrated hydrochloric acid. Okay. So next we will go for preparation of your benzoic acid fluid product. Okay. First we have prepared the reaction mixture. The next stage, pay attention here. So next stage is a refluxing. Now what is a refluxing basically? So you have prepared your reaction mixture. All of you pay attention here. This is your round bottom flask. So you have taken every solution in the round bottom flask. You are attaching condenser. Okay. Condenser. See, as you can see, that condenser is there. Okay. So through the condenser, you are circulating cold water. Okay. There is one inlet, as you can see, which we have connected to tap. So that is your inlet. And other is outlet. Can you see? What about you? See, that's a reflux. Okay. So reflux, one is inlet through which the water will circulate, and there is an outlet through which hot water will come out. Okay. So one end we are circulating cold water through this reflux assembly. So what is the reflux technique? In reflux technique, we are using water as a solvent. You can use anything, methanol, ethanol, any other organic solvent. You pay attention here. So what will happen when you are heating it? The water will vaporize. Okay, it will form vapor. But when it will enter, it will condense it back. Okay, so in this process, your solvent is not evaporating out of the system. When you heat directly, what will happen? Your solvent will evaporate. If you heat 100 degrees, the water will start boiling. Okay, it will vaporize. Once it reaches more than 100, you will left behind the solid. But in this technique, we are circulating cold water. So whatever water is boiling, it will condense it back in the system. So that is called as a refluxing, where your solvent remains in the system without evaporation. So that is called reflux condensation. Is that clear to all of you? So that's the reason we are circulating cold water. So your solvent should remain in the reaction mixture and reaction should take place. And you will end up with a product. Is that clear? So for this is your reaction mixture. Give me reflux condenser. 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 In this you have to add a piece of porcelain. You pay attention here. You have to add a piece of porcelain. The reason behind that, your solution reaction mixture should not bump out. Okay? To avoid a bumping, you just put a piece of porcelain. Okay? Then apply grease to your this thing, okay, and then you attach your system. Just come here. हाँ, yeah. ये फिट करूँ जैसे लूज कर you ensure that your assemblies are tightly fit. Water should not vaporize out. Okay. So you fit it and then you turn on the burners. Okay. So this is called refluxing. So you're refluxing for 30 minutes. Okay. Around 25 to 30 minutes. And your refluxing time always start when the solution start boiling. So your countdown actually start when your solutions or your solvents start boiling. From that you count around 25 to 30 minutes. And then you have to circulate the cold water. You ensure that the cold water is being circulated throughout the procedure. Is that clear? Any queries? Any doubts? Okay. So you can start with refluxing. You put a piece of porcelain so it should not bump out. That is very important. Fit the assembly properly.
This is a reflex assembly setup here. It is a condenser. Here is the inlet of water. Water is getting inside in the condenser, and from here it is going in the basin. This is the outlet, and the time for this water bath is 25 to 30 minutes, and this time is to be measured when the water starts boiling. So our reaction mixture is potassium manganate with the addition of KMnO4 and benzyl alcohol, and that gives us the benzyl iodide as intermediate and the sodium benzoate as the salt. This is the reflex assembly. This is a Buckner funnel. This is a Buckner funnel assembly, and on the top we have to first place a filter paper which is cut in round shape, and then we have to gradually add some amount of water so it gets moistened. So it gets moistened, and then we have to on the vacuum slowly. For better efficiency, you can add one more filter paper. And again, we have to use some amount of water to get it moistened.
You filter it, okay, and submit your product.
After this process, we have to add our reaction mixture in the filter paper, so it gets accumulated over the filter paper and the filter cake is formed and the filtrate. Sorry. Firstly, we have to remove all the water present beneath because we only want a reaction mixture. Then on the vacuum as needed, and gradually we have to add our reaction mixture. So we can see the filtrate is getting formed.
Yes, filter it. Use your discard that.
Filtrate is getting formed and the cake is being formed.
Other sections also by using them. You can go there. You can go there.
As you can see,
here,
the filtrate is falling down, and above The filter cake is formed.
You can come here, keep social distance also, please come.
So this is the completion of a filtration, and this type of product is formed. So after this filtration, now we have to add sodium metabisulfate after the washing process by creating the suction. So let's see what is happening. If we add sodium metabisulfate from top, now we can see the reaction mixture is getting little bit of colorless. As we go on adding, it goes on colorless. Sodium metabisulfate.
Why you are gathering all together? I don't understand it. Keep social distance. All of you keep social distance.
After adding sodium metabisulfate, this is the colorless product we have formed, and in this colorless product there is presence of sodium benzoate, and this sodium benzoate we have to acidify by adding conc HCl. Now we can see after adding the conc HCl what happens. This is a colorless product after this process of adding sodium metabisulfate from top of the filter cake. Now this is a fuming cupboard hood, and here concentrated HCl placed. So in our reaction mixture, this colorless reaction mixture we have to add concentrated HCl and little bit swirl it. Now this slurry we have to filter this foam is slurry. Now I am starting the suction by vacuum,
You wash the product, submit your apparatus
and I'll be adding this slowly, and you can see the the slurry cake is forming and the filtrate is passing. We are interested in the cake, not in the filtrate, so we have to add it whole with proper stirring so that nothing can be left behind. We have to ensure that nothing is left behind. We have to add this. We shall increase the suction, and now we have to add. Now the cake is forming slowly, and the filtrate is going downside. Now now you can see the top. This is mainly a benzoic acid. It doesn't have